Alright, it's just that there's no rewind, so I had to shut off the fan. So remember, always have your glasses on. Alright, everybody, this is my live. You gotta make sure your glasses are on. Fuck it. This is my little tank right here, you see that? But if you look in the back, doesn't look so hot. You see that? So, why does it look so close? Alright guys, I'm forgetting everything I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. And the last thing is the GoPro. Alright, there you go. So you see that? So this is pretty much how every single fish tank looks like. Like from the back, all the salt creep and stuff. You see that? That's pretty much how every fish tank looks like. You see that? It looks pretty nasty. And that's what I'm gonna do. Try to clean up this tank real quick. I can't see anything on this camera. Okay, there you go. So you see the salt creep right here? All that. Damn, Instagram's hard to get a good picture. Oh, it's whatever. Let me make sure my main camera is good. Alright, we're solid. Alright. So that's what happens when we don't have a film crew. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do water change and show you what I do for this aquarium. So I'm not going to worry about the salt. Most people will worry about the salt outside first. So what you want to do actually is I'm going to take off the lid, but I'm going to leave the lid on real quick because I need you guys to see what's happening in the aquarium. Alright, so and now let me get the tools that I need to clean up. It's just the dogs over there on the other side. Alright, so first things first, you want to measure the salt level. I bought this thing at Petco, and it's basically, this costed $35 plus tax, so I don't know. But basically you want to calibrate this, and then I'm just going to throw it away eventually. So you want to calibrate all your instruments with the refractometer. You want to use fresh water and you calibrate it. It would have a little instrument inside, or a little tool to help you, you see that? and you use it to calibrate your refractometer. So you use this to calibrate this, okay? Let's get this guy see. That guy can see me there. That guy can see me there. Hopefully the camera can see me here. And we're still good at recording. Okay. So you put a little drop of fresh water and use it to calibrate, and it has this little knob over here that you don't move the knob. It's actually meant there to be solid. There's a little screw in there, and use it to basically calibrate it to zero it. But you gotta have the fresh water in there. Okay, so the cleaner the water, the more accurate it'll be. The best will be reverse osmosis, deionized, or just get any water that's at 0 parts per million. And then, so now what I want to do is test my salt level. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to look through it. And it's at 1.02 1.023, so, or about 1.022. So to me that's a little bit low. So natural sea level at the surface is at 1.025 grams per milliliter, and the deeper you go, the highest I've seen it on the charts is at 1.027. All right. So anything above 2.7 and 2.5, that's I mean, anything below 2.5 and 2.7 and higher than 2.7 is unnatural to saltwater. But in the hobby, we lower the salt level. You could get a successful reef up to even like a 1.020, and I've seen fish only systems at 1.118. So what the hell does that mean? So what that means is that if I take 1 milliliter of this water, let me put on my headphones. All right, so I have to push record on my camera real quick. All right, so what that means is that I have to take one milliliter of this water, exactly 1 milliliter, and I weigh it on a scale, and normal fresh water, it would weigh at 1.000 grams per milliliter, because everything's just based on fresh water. And with salt water, because of all the salt that's dissolved in there, when you weigh it out, it'll weigh slightly heavier than normal fresh water. And so when I say it's 1.025, it's because it's 0.025 grams per milliliter denser or heavier than fresh water. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. So that's how we measure salt level. But another way to measure salt level is actually in parts per trillion. So this refractometer, it also has that on the opposite side of the scale, which reads about, I need light. I'm just gonna guess probably like around 28 parts per thousand or something like that. It's hard to read. I need to get it right out the light. Yeah, it's around 28, 29-ish. So that's also low. So so it measures parts per thousand. So whichever way you want to measure salt, this thingy is pretty handy. I know when they measure syrup, they use this also. So depending on the density of the syrup for like maple trees, that's when your syrup's ready. But let me just make sure everything's working out. All right, so what I'm doing is actually recalibrate. I'm actually gonna do a water change on my little tank. But if you look at all the salt creep, this is basically how most aquariums look like. Doesn't matter how expensive or cheap it is. And let me do it for the Instagrammers. So I'm basically doing a water change on this fish tank and getting it up to good because we were in a heat wave and I lost some of the coral, and I'm gonna show you. But this is all the natural. Sorry about that, guys. So this is the filtration system right here. So these are all the little chambers in the back where the water comes out from. So we're gonna clean out everything with the water change. And this is the little light I use. I just need you guys to see me while I'm doing this. Sorry guys, my bad. And for my GoProers. Alright, so those guys know what's up. Alright, so what I'm doing is I measured the salt level. If you see that, I measured all the salt level. And since the salt level is low, I'm not going to add no fresh water to this aquarium. So I would normally just add salt water, but I see the water line's already filled up. So I don't have to add anything more. So the first thing you want to do when you do your water change, I wish I could get better camera angles. Outside at least, so you guys can see what's going on in the tank. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turkey baste the rocks. And if you get the little thing, so I'm not shutting anything down. I'm just going to keep going in there. See, so I'm going to get every single portion of the rocks. Get all the debris out from the corals everywhere. You see that? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm getting all the... Oh, snap. Try not to knock down your rock structure. So get all the debris out. You see that? From everywhere, all the coral. And I lost my my chalice because of the heat wave. So if you live in California, we had 2 heat waves, but this last one killed these coral. Killed this one right here. So I'm gonna get it out. And it killed half of this guy right here. So I got this little pointing tool. So if you look at this guy, it killed this guy. But the other head on that guy is still alive. So let me bring my GoPro over here. So this guy's dead, but the daughter clone, or the other piece of the head, is still alive. So that guy is recovering really good because of the heat wave. So that's a really good sign. So I'm surprised I didn't lose the whole colony. And then the SPS coral, the little Montipora right up here. There's a little Montipora up here. That guy's actually doing really good. I'm surprised the heat wave didn't affect it. I actually think it grew in the heat wave, so that was pretty harsh. And the temperature was about hold on. It was 95 in the aquarium, so I had to throw solid ice cubes. Solid frozen water bottles in here just to keep it cool down. If you look at the Instagram, but right now the tank's reading about 84 degrees, which is kind of really on the hot end. You don't want it to go higher than that. But like I said, this tank was running at 95, which is way too high. You don't want to get anywhere near that number. Okay, guys? Sorry, this guy, you guys could get a better angle or something. There you go. All right. So I just did this whole thing. Let me get a better angle for you guys real quick. And press re-record on my camera. I'm gonna leave that angle just for a little bit. All right, so that's pretty much done. So now what I want to do, I'm gonna have to get rid of the light real quick. Well, actually, let me put it towards the back end so you guys can see a little bit in the aquarium. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is grab this tool. See that? Man, I'm getting tired just doing this. All right. All right, so you want to grab this little tool right here, and you want to scrape the. Trying to see. All right, you guys can see me there. Okay, so you want to scrape the glass so water's gonna spill out, but I really just want to get rid of this algae. And like I said, you want to have enough space between your rocks, so it was important from the beginning to have a good rock structure, so you don't hit your rocks. So you see how fast I'm kind of going. So when you have a good rock structure, you won't hit your corals or your rocks. You can go even if you spill water out. So that's what separates the pros. Oh man, I hit my freaking snail. Sorry, guy. All right, so I knocked over my snail. I'm gonna have to pick him over with the little pliers real quick. Or whatever you call these. And if you knock down anything, you just want to pick them up. And so let's continue. And another thing, since I got snails in here that eat the algae, you don't want to have your. You at least want to have one side dirty. For me, it's usually the back end of the glass or the tank, because if your snails don't have anything to eat, they will die or they will starve to death. I need to get better audio on this guy. There you go. Like I said, don't worry about the water going out. But like I said, if you're doing this at home, you want to put something at the bottom, kind of like me. I put like a material to absorb it, a piece of cloth to absorb the water that I'm spilling. Like I said, I'm going pretty fast, like if it was a big tank, and that's because I put the rock structure really nice. All right, doesn't matter how it looks, just freaking. Well, actually, it does matter how it looks to me because I'll get fired. But for you at home, it doesn't matter how you do it, just as long as you have enough space to go all the way down and clear everything out without hurting the rock structure or the corals. Okay, that's really important. Don't mess up anything. And like I said, that coral in the very bottom, the one that's really stressed out and recovering. That frog spawn, it looks pretty good. All right, so the next thing you want to do is I'm gonna press re-record on my camera, but still have the live going. I'm gonna get my siphon tube and all this stuff to take out all the sand, and then I'll show you what to do. Hold on. Yeah, that's a good thing because on my main camera it shut off, so that's good. All right. Glad I at least have a few people watching this. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, so you guys can see the bottom of my tank, yeah? Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. You guys. Damn, you guys are more screwed. I don't know why it's so close. Sorry, Instagram. It's whatever. Facebook's good. My main camera's good. Audio is good. The rest is good. Okay, so this is the salt I got. So this is the salt. So you can just go to my website and grab it. It's the HCB chemistry salt. Man, it's hard to see. But anyways, just go to my website. So if you follow along or if you're watching this, just go to the website. It's the hcbchemistry.com. But anyways, so right here I already have pre-made salt water that I already mixed, and this one's at natural sea level, but let's just double check it, right? Just because I don't want to make it seem like I'm lying to you guys. So I'm gonna double check it with the refractometer. And like I said, I still have previous salt water, so I'm just gonna double what's it called? Double squirt this. So Julio Gutierrez. Oh, y si hablan español, por favor, pon un mensaje y les contesto en español. Oh, pero so what I'm doing is I'm measuring the salt level. So estoy midiendo el nivel de sal. So si miras así. Y esta tiene el nivel this one has a salt level of 1.025, like I said. Alright, so now what I want to do is do the water change. So voy a cambiar el agua. So you guys can see me what I'm still doing. Alright. So, and then over here I got the other bottle. Oh yeah, so I bought these bottles at Costco. I mean Target. These are at Target. I like this water from Target. It hasn't let me down yet. Do not buy the green one, buy the blue one. So si compran esto en Target, compren el azul y no el verde que venden. Voy a cortarle la. Alright guys, so what you want to do is this is the good one. Oh snap. Alright, go. Alright, the dog was bugging me, he wants to get out. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this out real quick. Alright, I'm not going to cut it all the way because I don't want to have more trash. So this is going to be my bucket, alright, to empty out this is going to be used to empty out my the sand and all that stuff. So because this tank's really small, I'm just going to siphon out the entire sand bed out. Hard to record with that camera. I'm never going to use that phone to record. Okay. Put your safety glasses on all the time, okay? Especially when you're dealing with bright lights. Alright, so I'm going to grab the siphon tube. So you guys seen this before? You see that? It's a siphon tube, but because my tank's really small, I'm going to take it out. I can't use it on my aquarium. But on this end, I got the hard tubing. See that? Alright, and I'm going to put this in the ground. And then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take the water out for the water change. I'm not going to shut it down, but you should. But I'm just going to keep going. Alright, so I'm going to worry about just taking out all the sand out. You see that? Take as much. I'm trying to take out as much as I can now. And it might get stuck. You see that? That's why I hate adding snail shells in here. And if that's the case, you just gotta restart the siphon. Alright, so that's enough from right there. And I want to take some out from the back chamber. Okay. So I'm going to have to take some out from this back chamber. You see that? Because right here is pretty much dirty also. Okay. But since I'm taking water out, and it might put stress on the coral, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water in as I'm taking it out. That way the corals adjust, and I can see my Montipora out of water also. So is the acclimation style water change? Because I'm taking out water as I'm pouring it in. What I should have done is there you go. Man, she gotta fix this microphone. Alright, so what I should have done is pour some water in before I took some out. But alright, so now time for the back chamber. So restart it. So I'm trying to take out as much of the back muck as possible from these back chambers. And that's pretty much it. I can see my little bucket, or the little bucket that I did, it's almost full. You see that? I'm gonna get the new one. Just pour it right in. Bam. Alright, so let me push re-record on my main camera because hopefully it's not going out. And then I'll show you guys what I'm doing. But that's pretty much the outside. You guys see the tank? All right. As long as my GoPro's still going. Oh man, I don't want to redo this. Okay, so my GoPro's going. I was gonna do that. I forgot what I was gonna do. Alright, so now I'm gonna dump this out. Alright, so I'm gonna dump this water out and save the sand. I hope the camera is good. God dang. Alright, so you see the sand? The empty sand right here? I'm just gonna pour it right back in the tank. You don't really want to be throwing it right on the corals, but since the tank's really small, I can't really do anything about it. Just try to keep it much away. Right, you guys can see me do this crap. Bam. Alright, so get that done. The sand's back in the tank. Now you gotta clean it up, get the sand out of the corals and on top of the rock structure because that makes it look ugly. And if you have sand and then your customers see that, they're gonna get mad. And I don't really want to drop anything on this little guy right here. Try to get this much sand out of that guy because that guy's the most stressed out, the most in danger of dying. What the hell is that? Okay, that's sand. You want to wash your lid, so remember the tank's lights on, but I'm gonna wash the lid real quick. All right, so watch the lid and you want to dry it out. It should be good. All right. Good enough. All right, finally. All right, so you're gonna see me turn the tank real quick and point it towards you guys. All right, so now that I'm done with that, so I'm just gonna try to scrape as much of the salt as possible. So don't worry about the final thing. So get as much of that as possible off from the sides, the main part that's pretty much solid. All right, so let's turn. That's why I put it on this thing so I can turn it easy. All right. Alright, so more or less you guys can see the back end of the tank. So what I want to do now is try to get as much of that as possible out. Just like that. I'm going to grab this end. Get the tools out real quick. Alright, so now let me go grab a new cloth for the presentation. So I got this little, which coat? I'm trying to figure out what color I want to put. Hold on. Alright, so we're just gonna go with this green one right now. Underneath. So I'm adding these right here. So my light's elevated, and then that way the top of the tank could breathe. I'll show you guys real quick. Have a somewhat empty table. Bam. This guy. Man, these live things are pretty hard to do. Alright. You guys probably want to see the tank that Can you guys see the tank? I don't even know. Anyways, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to it. But I saw that I dropped my thermometer in there. Damn. Alright, team. So you see my coral, they're already opening up. I wish I could see. I wish you guys could see that shit. Alright, fuck. Alright. I need my little pointer, it might help. But it might help me see. So if you look at this guy, he's starting to opening up. I wish I could put you the camera the other way. The little polyps are starting to open up. So that's a good sign. So that means they really like this salt water. They like the higher salt level. You see that? They want it natural salt water. But that's pretty much it. It's nothing else to the tank. I did a full 100% maintenance that you want to do at least once or twice a year. Actually, twice a year you want to do that. Exactly what I did. All right. I'm freaking tired. This guy's not even recording anything. Oh wow. So thank you, Mason Fox, for joining. I just did a water change on this aquarium. And then I got Facebook going. So if you miss it, Jason, go to Facebook. But it's going to be on my YouTube either way. At least portions of it. Whatever I got on the GoPro. And some of it on my main camera. But that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing else to it. And like I said, I lost my... I'm going to put it out there. I did lose my freaking... what was this? I lost my chalice. My Space Invader. Because of the heat wave. And it's freaking hot right now. I'm actually sweating. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me make sure my camera's going. 6 minutes. That's going. That's going. Throw this away. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I just did a water change on this guy. I wish I could get you guys a good angle and stuff. This guy looks better over here. You know why I can't see it? Because the chat line's right there. There you go. This guy. Okay. Oh, no wonder. On the camera it looks backwards. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Alright, so that was a 43-minute long so far. Wow. Normally this water change only takes me like 2 minutes to do, but with you guys and doing this, it took me like 43 minutes, 44 going. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And like I said, if you want to have success like at this level, you gotta use this salt right here, and you gotta buy it at the website. You can't cheapen it out, bro. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, just buy it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the live. But that's pretty much the maintenance I do in this aquarium. I don't do anything more. This is actually like a pretty big maintenance. I probably only do this like twice a year. No, actually not, just playing. I do this probably once every 3 months because this tank's pretty small. But you got to clean the back glass. Another thing that I didn't do is clean out the filter pump in the back, which I could do, but I'm not, just because I'm freaking tired. But that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, just keep your pumps clean. I should have taken out the pump and showed you, but that's too much work. You guys could disassemble your pumps and stuff. I didn't want to stop my my tank. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's pretty simple, guys. There's nothing much to it. I hope my GoPro captured everything. Mostly everything, hopefully. I don't know how much you got. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't know what else to say besides, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But that way, you know, I want to thank, what is it? Angelita and Julio. Thank you guys for watching, seriously. But this is just, like I said, it's just a video on my fish tank. And for my science videos, go to HCB Physics. I already have one video out. The next one's going to come out pretty soon. Probably I'm going to do it within a few days. And what we're going to do is we're going to extract DNA. And hopefully you guys can join the physics stuff. But yeah. But thank you guys for watching. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, perfect. Just 5% on this guy. But thank you guys for watching. Seriously. Yeah, much respect. So this was a 45-minute long live, and hopefully you guys learn something or see what I do to this little tank. But I did lose some of the coral, and like I said, this guy's recovering really nice, and he should come around. I can see he's doing good already just by that water change. But if you see, my sand bed's really healthy. But yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want to see this video, make sure you go to my my YouTube in a few days on the HCB Chemistry. It should post it up, and it's gonna show you guys on the live and everything, hopefully. But yeah, it's gonna do the edits, and thank you. But thank you guys for watching.